Ancient Egypt, a land of pharaohs and pyramids. We imagine a world of vast deserts, powerful rulers, and mysterious gods. But this civilization was more than just grand monuments and powerful men. It was a society where women held a remarkable position, unlike many other ancient cultures. In ancient Egypt, women enjoyed a level of freedom and influence rarely seen in the ancient world. They could own property, conduct business, and even rule as pharaohs. Their stories challenge our assumptions about the past and reveal a complex society that valued the contributions of both men and women. From queens to priestesses to working women, Egyptian women played vital roles in every aspect of society. They wielded political power, shaped religious beliefs, and made their mark on the economy and daily life. Their stories offer a glimpse into a world where women were not simply wives and mothers, but active participants in shaping their world. Join us as we journey back in time to explore the fascinating lives of women in ancient Egypt. We'll uncover their stories, examine their influence, and discover their lasting legacy on one of history's most enduring civilizations. Imagine a world where women could rule as kings. In ancient Egypt, this was a reality. Powerful queens like Hatshepsut and Cleopatra challenged the traditional roles of women, commanding armies, building temples, and leaving their mark on history. But the power of Egyptian women extended far beyond the throne. They served as priestesses, acting as intermediaries between the gods and the people. These women held positions of great respect and influence, shaping religious practices and guiding the spiritual lives of their communities. Women also played vital roles in the daily life of ancient Egypt. They worked alongside men in fields and workshops, contributing to the economy and providing for their families. Their skills as weavers, potters, and brewers were essential to the functioning of Egyptian society. In the following sections, we'll delve deeper into the lives of these remarkable women. We'll examine the lives of powerful queens who ruled as pharaohs, exploring their accomplishments and the challenges they faced in a male-dominated world. We'll step inside the temples to understand the roles of priestesses, uncovering the rituals they performed and the influence they wielded over religious life. We'll explore the lives of working women, from farmers and artisans to musicians and dancers, revealing their contributions to the economic and cultural fabric of ancient Egypt. Through their stories, we'll gain a deeper appreciation for the status and agency of women in ancient Egypt, a society that recognized and valued their contributions in ways that continue to fascinate and inspire us today. The queens of ancient Egypt were more than just wives and mothers. They wielded influence over every aspect of Egyptian society. Some even ruled as pharaohs, their names etched in history. These queens actively participated in state affairs, advising, negotiating, and leading. Their intelligence and ambition earned them respect and a place in history. Their legacies inspire us today, showing women's vital role in history. One of the most intriguing figures in Egyptian history is Hatshepsut, a woman who dared to break the mold and rule Egypt as pharaoh, a title typically reserved for men. Ascending to the throne after the death of her husband Thutmose II, Hatshepsut initially ruled as regent for her stepson, Thutmose III. However, she soon took on the full mantle of pharaoh, adopting the traditional regalia and even having herself depicted as a male king in statues and reliefs. Hatshepsut's reign was marked by peace and prosperity. She focused on trade and diplomacy, expanding Egypt's influence throughout the region. She also launched ambitious building projects, including her magnificent mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahri, a testament to her power and vision. Despite her successes, Hatshepsut's reign was not without its challenges. Her decision to rule as pharaoh was controversial, and there is evidence that some officials resented her authority. After her death, her stepson, Thutmose III, attempted to erase her legacy, defacing her monuments and removing her name from official records. However, Hatshepsut's story could not be silenced. Her reign, though relatively short, left an undeniable mark on Egyptian history. Her temple at Deir el-Bahri stands today as a testament to her ambition, her vision, and her enduring legacy as one of Egypt's most remarkable rulers. No queen of ancient Egypt captures the imagination quite like Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt. Her story is one of political intrigue, romantic liaisons, and ultimately, tragic downfall. Cleopatra was born into the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek family that had ruled Egypt for centuries. She inherited a kingdom in decline, facing internal strife and the growing threat of Rome. Cleopatra was a shrewd politician and a skilled diplomat. She understood that Egypt's survival depended on navigating the treacherous waters of Roman politics. She formed alliances with powerful Roman generals, including Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, using her intelligence, charm, and political acumen to secure her throne and protect her kingdom. Cleopatra's relationships with Caesar and Antony were more than just political alliances. They were passionate love affairs that became the stuff of legend. However, their love story was set against the backdrop of a power struggle within the Roman Republic. After Antony's defeat at the Battle of Actium, Cleopatra's fate was sealed. Facing capture by Octavian, Caesar's heir, Cleopatra chose to end her own life, reportedly by allowing an asp, a venomous snake, to bite her. Her death marked the end of the Ptolemaic dynasty and the absorption of Egypt into the Roman Empire. While Hatshepsut and Cleopatra ruled Egypt as pharaohs, many other queens wielded significant power and influence as the wives of kings. These women played vital roles in supporting their husbands, managing the royal court, and ensuring the stability of the kingdom. Their stories demonstrate that women in ancient Egypt could attain positions of great authority and influence even without directly holding the throne. One such queen was Nefertiti, the great royal wife of Akhenaten, the pharaoh who attempted to revolutionize Egyptian religion by introducing the worship of the sun disk, Aten. Nefertiti was more than just Akhenaten's wife. She was his equal and co-regent, actively involved in promoting his religious reforms and shaping the artistic and cultural landscape of their time. Another powerful queen was Tii, the great royal wife of Amenhotep III, one of the most powerful pharaohs of the New Kingdom. Tia was renowned for her intelligence and political acumen. She played an active role in her husband's court, advising him on matters of state and maintaining diplomatic relations with foreign powers. These queens understood that their positions as great royal wives came with significant responsibilities. They used their influence to support their husbands, promote peace and prosperity, and ensure the continuation of the dynasty. Their stories remind us that power comes in many forms and that women have always played a critical role in shaping the destiny of nations. The queens of ancient Egypt held a unique position, transcending politics into the divine. They were intermediaries between the gods and the people, intertwined with religious beliefs. This divine connection enhanced their authority, elevating them beyond mere mortals. Many queens were associated with goddesses, reflecting divine attributes. Hatshepsut, for example, fashioned herself after Hathor, legitimizing her rule. Nefertiti was linked to Tefnut, emphasizing her importance in maintaining cosmic order. Queens played active roles in religious ceremonies, reinforcing their divine status. Their divine connection gave them authority and influence beyond the palace walls. The religious landscape of ancient Egypt was a rich tapestry of gods and goddesses, each representing different aspects of the natural world, human experience, and the cosmos. Within this intricate system of beliefs, the queens of Egypt occupied a unique and powerful position, seen not merely as mortals, but as daughters of the divine, intimately connected to the cosmic order. From the moment they ascended to the throne, queens were imbued with a sacred aura, their roles intertwined with religious duties and responsibilities. Their authority was not simply derived from their earthly lineage, but was believed to stem from the gods themselves, solidifying their position as intermediaries between the heavens and the earthly realm. This divine connection was emphasized through elaborate rituals and ceremonies, further strengthening the queen's image as living embodiments of the divine feminine. Their presence in religious processions, their participation in sacred rites, and their offerings to the gods reinforced their status as guardians of tradition and upholders of cosmic balance. The queen's association with specific goddesses further amplified their religious significance. By embodying the qualities and attributes of these powerful female deities, queens reinforced their roles as protectors, nurturers, and wise rulers, their every action imbued with divine purpose. The queens of ancient Egypt were not merely associated with goddesses, they were often considered to be living embodiments of these divine beings. This belief elevated them to a status beyond that of ordinary mortals, imbuing them with an aura of sacredness and authority that permeated every aspect of their lives. One of the most striking examples of this phenomenon is the association of queens with Hathor, the goddess of love, beauty, music, and motherhood. Hathor was revered as the divine mother of kings, her protective embrace extending over the entire land of Egypt. Queens, by embodying Hathor's nurturing and life-giving qualities, were seen as guarantors of fertility, abundance, and the well-being of their people. Their presence in religious festivals dedicated to Hathor, often depicted dancing and playing music, reinforced their connection to the goddess's joyous and life-affirming nature. Similarly, queens were often linked to Isis, the goddess of magic, healing and resurrection, renowned for her unwavering devotion and her ability to overcome adversity. By embodying Isis's strength, compassion, and unwavering commitment to justice, queens were seen as protectors of the weak, healers of the sick, and upholders of cosmic order. Central to the religious beliefs of ancient Egypt was the concept of Maat, a complex principle encompassing truth, justice, balance, order, and cosmic harmony. Maat was not merely an abstract ideal but a force that permeated every aspect of life, and it was the duty of all Egyptians, especially their rulers, to uphold its principles. The queens of ancient Egypt played a crucial role in maintaining Maat, their actions seen as essential for preserving cosmic balance and ensuring the well-being of the kingdom. Their adherence to moral principles, their fair governance, and their support of religious institutions were all seen as reflections of their commitment to Maat. Queens were often depicted in statues and reliefs with the feather of Maat adorning their headdresses or held in their hands, symbolizing their close association with this fundamental principle. This visual representation served as a constant reminder of their duty to rule with wisdom, fairness, and compassion, ensuring that Maat prevailed throughout the land. Moreover, queens actively participated in rituals and ceremonies designed to maintain Maat, offering prayers and sacrifices to the gods, and upholding the laws and traditions of the land. Their involvement in these sacred rites reinforced their image as guarantors of stability, their actions directly impacting the spiritual and material well-being of their subjects. The queens of ancient Egypt, through their divine lineage, their association with powerful goddesses, and their commitment to Maat, were integral to maintaining the cosmic order. Their actions influenced the balance between chaos and order. This belief was reflected in their titles, such as She Who Unites with Horus, linking them to the divine king. They embodied the feminine principle of creation and harmony, essential for counterbalancing the king's masculine energy. This duality was fundamental to ancient Egyptian thought. The queens were guardians of the cosmic order, their legacies etched in stone and papyrus, reminding us of the enduring power of belief and balance. In the sacred spaces of ancient Egyptian temples, a select group of women dedicated their lives to serving the gods, the priestesses of ancient Egypt. Clad in pure white linen symbolizing purity and their close connection to the divine, priestesses navigated the complex world of rituals, offerings, and ceremonies with grace and precision. Their days were filled with the scents of incense, the sounds of prayers and hymns, and the meticulous execution of tasks designed to honor and appease the gods. Within the hierarchical structure of the Egyptian priesthood, a select few women ascended to positions of great power and influence, the high priestesses. These women, often chosen for their lineage, piety, or exceptional skills, presided over entire temples or served as the chief officiants of specific deities. One of the most prominent examples is Henuddwi, who served during the reign of Ramesses II, holding immense religious and political influence. The daily lives of priestesses revolved around the performance of intricate rituals and the fulfillment of specific duties designed to honor and appease the gods. Each morning, priestesses would rise, purify themselves with ritual washings, and don fresh linen garments before attending to the cult statues of the gods. Throughout the day they offered prayers, hymns, and gifts of food and drink, symbolizing the bounty of the land and the gratitude of the people. The influence of priestesses extended far beyond the confines of the temple walls. Their presence felt in various aspects of Egyptian society. They played active roles in the lives of everyday Egyptians, providing spiritual guidance, performing healing rituals, and officiating at important life events. Many priestesses were skilled in divination, using various methods to provide guidance and reassurance to those seeking answers to life's questions. The priestesses of ancient Egypt, through their unwavering devotion and multifaceted roles in society, left an enduring legacy that continues to fascinate and inspire us today. Their stories offer a glimpse into a world where women played a central role in shaping religious beliefs and practices. While queens held power and priestesses served the gods, the majority of women in ancient Egypt lived lives deeply intertwined with the rhythms of daily work. From the fertile fields of the Nile Valley to the bustling workshops of urban centers, women's contributions to the workforce were diverse and significant. Contrary to the societal norms of many other ancient cultures, Egyptian women enjoyed a remarkable degree of economic independence. The lifeblood of ancient Egypt was the Nile River, its annual floods depositing rich silt that transformed the surrounding desert into fertile farmland. Agriculture formed the backbone of the Egyptian economy, and women were active participants in every stage of the agricultural cycle from planting to harvest. Under the scorching Egyptian sun, women toiled alongside men, preparing the land for planting and ensuring a bountiful harvest. Beyond the fields, Egyptian women excelled in a wide range of crafts and trades, their skills passed down through generations. One of the most essential crafts practiced by women was weaving, transforming fibers into a dazzling array of textiles. Pottery was another domain where women excelled, creating a wide variety of vessels for daily use and storage. The lives of working women in ancient Egypt were far from easy, yet their contributions were essential for the functioning of Egyptian society. Despite the challenges they faced, working women enjoyed a level of respect and autonomy rarely seen in the ancient world. Their legacy lives on in the countless artifacts they created and the records they left behind. The lives of women in ancient Egypt stand in stark contrast to those of their counterparts in many other ancient civilizations. Egyptian women enjoyed a remarkable degree of freedom and agency, their lives governed by a different set of societal norms and legal protections. This unique position was a reflection of deeply held beliefs and cultural values, recognizing the importance of balance and the interplay between masculine and feminine energies. One of the most striking aspects of ancient Egyptian society was its legal framework, which afforded women a remarkable degree of legal protection and autonomy. Egyptian women had the right to own and manage their own property, a privilege denied to women in many other ancient cultures. Marriage in ancient Egypt was a contractual agreement, and women had the right to enter into and dissolve these unions with a degree of freedom unheard of in many other societies. The legal rights enjoyed by women in ancient Egypt translated into a remarkable degree of personal freedom and autonomy. Education was not restricted to men, and some women, particularly those from elite families, had access to formal education. The freedom to choose their own paths in life, to pursue their passions and contribute to society in meaningful ways, was a defining characteristic of women's lives in ancient Egypt. The influence of women in ancient Egypt extended far beyond the legal and economic spheres, shaping its religious beliefs, artistic expressions, and social customs. Their contributions enriched every aspect of its vibrant legacy. Goddesses like Isis, Hathor, and Bastet embodied feminine principles. Women played central roles in religious rituals and festivals. Their voices joined in hymns, their bodies swayed in sacred dances. Women were skilled musicians, dancers, and singers. They were also accomplished artisans, creating exquisite jewelry and pottery. As mothers and grandmothers, they educated children, ensuring cultural continuity. The story of women in ancient Egypt is not simply a historical curiosity, it is a powerful reminder of the potential for human societies to embrace equality, celebrate diversity, and empower women to reach their full potential. Their legacy, etched in stone and papyrus, whispered on the winds of time, continues to resonate today, challenging us to question assumptions, break down barriers, and create a world where all individuals, regardless of gender, are free to pursue their dreams and shape their destinies. The women of ancient Egypt were pioneers, trailblazers who defied expectations and shattered glass ceilings millennia before such terms entered our lexicon. They were queens and priestesses, farmers and artisans, mothers and daughters, their lives a testament to the boundless capacity of the human spirit to overcome adversity, embrace opportunity, and leave an indelible mark on the world. As we marvel at the pyramids and temples, the art and literature of ancient Egypt, let us also remember the women who played such a vital role in shaping this remarkable civilization. Their stories serve as a beacon of inspiration, reminding us that true progress lies not in suppressing the contributions of half the population, but in embracing the unique talents, perspectives, and potential of all people. The women of ancient Egypt have left an indelible mark on history, and their legacy continues to inspire us to strive for a more just and equitable world. As our journey through the sands of time comes to an end, we are left with a profound sense of awe and admiration for the women of ancient Egypt. Their stories, woven into the very fabric of this remarkable civilization, paint a vibrant tapestry of achievement, resilience, and enduring influence. They were not simply passive players, but active agents of change, shaping their destinies and leaving an indelible mark on history. Their stories reveal the true heart of this civilization, a society built on the contributions of ordinary people. The lives of women in ancient Egypt stand in stark contrast to the prevailing narratives of female subjugation that often dominate our understanding of the ancient world. Their stories challenge us to question assumptions, to look beyond the stereotypes, and to recognize the diversity and complexity of women's experiences throughout history. The Egyptian example reminds us that equality is not a modern invention, but a timeless ideal that has resonated across cultures and epochs. It demonstrates that societies can thrive when they recognize and value the contributions of all their members, regardless of gender. While we celebrate the achievements of women in ancient Egypt, we must also acknowledge that their lives were not without challenges. They lived in a world where social hierarchies, economic disparities, and the threat of war and famine were ever-present realities. Yet through it all, they persevered, their resilience and determination a testament to the indomitable spirit of womankind. Their stories inspire us to confront the challenges of our own time, to strive for a more just and equitable world where all individuals are free to reach their full potential. The legacy of women in ancient Egypt extends far beyond the sands of time, whispering across millennia to inspire and empower us today. Their stories are a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, the importance of challenging conventions, and the transformative potential of equality. As we marvel at the monuments and artifacts, the art and literature of ancient Egypt, let us also remember the women who played such a vital role in shaping this extraordinary civilization. Their stories remind us that true progress lies not in suppressing the contributions of half the population, but in embracing the unique talents, perspectives, and potential of all people. Let us carry their legacy forward, not just as a tale of a bygone era, but as a call to action, a reminder that we all have a role to play in creating a world where the achievements of women are not an anomaly, but the norm, where equality is not an aspiration, but a reality. The women of ancient Egypt have shown us what is possible. It is up to us to continue their work and build a future worthy of their legacy.